First of all, I would like to thank our chair and thank XPRIM for this conference. This is our first visit to FIAR, and may I just congratulate everyone on a very comprehensive conference, and we hope to come back in the next years. Year 18, I believe it will be. Yeah? So, I would like to introduce our CEO who is present today. His name is Jeroen Moornhoff. He is the founder and CEO of FRISS. He is sitting next to me. And this is our first entrance into the Romanian market. And for that, I'd like to say mulțumesc for everyone here. This is a market with a lot of opportunity. It's a big market, number 2 in size, only to Poland in the EU. And we recognize that. Yeah? We want you to know that coming into Romania, we have listened to your stories throughout the conference. I have listened to how you have developed working with other companies and listened to some of the problems and issues that you face. I was able to attend the risk management breakout and also the market trends breakout. And I have learned a great deal regarding your market, and we have work to do. My presentation is on how you can have the competitive edge, how you can regain status in the market as it is. Yeah, you can see the glass half empty, you can see the glass half full. What we want to do is help you to become better. Yeah? So what we've seen in the market so far is the companies are growing their existing portfolios. Yes, it's necessary in today's market to grow the portfolio. The establishment of online direct insurance is also the way of the future. But with that, you have taken out the broker factor. You have taken out knowing your customer. You are subjecting yourself to multiple fraud. You have to be aware of who you're underwriting and then make the decision of whether or not you want to write that customer. The market is yours. Our chair had mentioned, and he opened the conference with a remarkable statement. According to Allianz research, 3% of every claim is fraudulent. If you do the math, you can see how this affects each and every market. It's not just Romania, it is everywhere. The point being that you have to recognize this and you have to implement monitoring to be able to be competitive, profitable, and to stay ahead. Straight-through processing is also a trend within the market. To streamline your processes, make them more efficient, to take less time. This is also how we want to help in a plug-and-play process in terms of fraud detection and proactive risk management. Yeah. So, we want to improve customer satisfaction. This is what I'm hearing from everyone. How are you going to do that? You have to really take a good look at fraud and to monitor it so that you don't pass on those higher premiums to your present customer base. Yeah? You have to be aware. So that's not passed on. And therefore, you're going to improve customer satisfaction and you're going to retain customers. Yeah? So, what did we miss in the beginning of our conference is something we have to address. And this is evaluating and updating your current risk management procedures and implementing fraud detection. So, what would you say if I could say that we could save you up to 5% on your combined ratio? Up to 5%. This is extraordinary amount of savings. Sure, some of you have manual procedures that you use, but if you could actually improve on those manual procedures 7 to 9 times over, wouldn't you look into this? It should be immediate that you check into fraud detection. Yeah? What if we tell you that for your online channels, that when screening the customers, you could save by 20% by addressing and predicting those customers that are frequent claimers, that will be a burden? Wouldn't you look into that? What if we told you that you could implement a process throughout that would be a nice, clean process? You could detect fraud at the underwriting side of your business, at claims, and then during the life cycle of the policy. You could actually have alerts being generated there. Wouldn't this be of interest? Yeah. So, let's take a look at how we can improve our customer satisfaction and improve our competitive status by looking into fraud. So what are the signs that your company is ready for such a fraud detection solution? We don't only work with large companies, all sizes from very small to very large. Everyone can realize savings on their current fraud practices. What we presently hear from our customer base is our combined ratio is reaching almost 100%. This is a sign. We want to make our processes more straight through. We want to save time and money. Since our introduction of our online channel, our loss ratio is going through the roof. We want to show our clients that we're proactive in risk management, and we want to implement fraud detection now. We want to have that upper competitive edge. And we want to have a fraud detection solution that has, but we have many false positives in our current practice, and we want to be able to change the rules without having to pay excess. How can we do this? We want to be more competitive. The answer is here's how we do it. Where do we begin? We begin by really measuring where we are now, where we are in terms of our detection rate. What is your current manual detection rate? And what is your present success rate? We have to know these numbers going in, and with that in mind, we apply what we call the hybrid model. The hybrid model is what we use in the FRISS detection engine, which combines 4 types of analytical models that generate a FRISS score. This detection engine uses what we call an expert model, based on knowledge rules, a profile based on normal behavior, a predictive model based on historical information, and social network analysis or linking of networks. All of this will generate a FRISS score. Within the solution, we have 600 standard fraud indicators built in, which has been derived from our client base. We are lucky in that we are one of the first fraud solutions on the market. We have gotten all of this information and education regarding fraud and what works from our client base, and we have built that into the system so it doesn't have to be recreated from scratch. This is how we separate ourselves. We sit down with you and we go through what is good for the market, as we have done in our other markets, we will do in Romania as well. Usually, we have a very high percentage of our standard indicators that are reusable, approximately 85%. We also have thresholds for the FRISS score that have been built into the system, so this is done for you. This score will indicate what needs to be done next. Is it a red flag? Does it have to go to immediate action? Is it green, or can we just process? This enables you to save time and money. This is really about what is happening now in terms of fraud detection and what we're looking at in the future. In the hybrid approach, existing methodologies include the rules engine for known patterns of behavior, data searching and contributed database for known fraud, anomaly detection that will pick up any different from normal behavior for unknown patterns, text mining, which can pick up words, say in a claims form, in a local language, which can improve your fraud score incredibly. Advanced analytics, new predictive models used at underwriting, which can help really save when the client is underwritten, and link analysis so that by a phone number, by an account number, by a vehicle identification, you can actually link to others and find patterns of fraud. In the future, what are we looking at? We're looking at photo manipulation. We're looking at when was this photo taken? We can actually see if it's been used in terms of Photoshop. Yeah? The key for all of us is communication, getting the message out, sharing information. And that's the key to fraud detection. So for us, how do we do it? When we look through the FRISS funnel, what we have is a number at the top, and we find out number of hits on the indicators. Now this is normal process. Those hits will be analyzed, or those alerts will be analyzed by a senior claims official, and they will be indicated as possible fraud suspects. Then they will be further investigated by investigation, and then you'll see a proven number of frauds according proven number of suspects. This will give us the proven fraud score. Now, this is the success rate for the claims. This is on the claim side. And this will give us the difference between manual detection and automated detection. This will increase your ability to really look at these scores and to improve your scores by 7 to 9 times. So we see less cases to be investigated by using an automatic solution by 67%, and newly detected cases by 43%. And these are numbers that we have proved. And this is how we work across the insurance business. From the time the claim comes in, we do a screening. We take certain fields of information that we work with the companies and upload them to the database. This is screened against, and we use any outside data sources available within the country as well. This information is combined then within the FRISS score. From there, you see that the information is then passed on and used at the underwriting side of the business. So any list, watch list, can be derived from what happened in claims, and this information sharing is the key to our business. And it doesn't stop there. This is constantly being improved upon and updated by each claim coming in, each experience. Also, during the life cycle of the policy, any change of the policy will generate an alert, and you will be alerted immediately, and you can act on this alert. An individual has been added to a policy, a vehicle has been changed, something. You will know immediately. Also, this information goes back and is checked against when a client is underwritten into the database that we have developed from claims. So it's a constant cycle of information, a constant circle, a constant check and balance. But we have taken a step further. We have also developed our own predictive modeling at underwriting, which can save 20% on possibilities at underwriting level. So this is a frequent claimer model that we have built, and it is our patent, and we use it. Taking it a step further, we generate networks, and you're able to see a visualization of data and case related to that data. So you can see from a file, you can see individuals associated, mobile phones associated, whatever information will link these together. And you can see patterns resulting in this data, and you can drill down and check. From proven fraud cases, you'll be able to see and pick out a new fraud suspect, and then check the details regarding that. We have different methods of visualization as well. You're able to see different clusters of fraud-related findings, and we help you to identify 3 different types in this example. Which one is the most threatening to your business? The fraud ring, or the normal, or a rental company data. But you can check, you can see different patterns of how this information is given. Now, we also work together within countries at the association level, and we also talk to them about sharing claims and incident data, what we call the country platform. With this combined information at country level, an association is able to really monitor the data and generate statistics, and all companies are able to benefit from this information sharing. Here is just an example of what we've been able to find according to indicators where the risk lies and what loss ratio is associated. Think if you could have this information available at country level to all member companies. We also use what we call deep linking data, which takes data beyond just the obvious. And so, for example, for a company, you're able to go beyond that initial information and find details regarding holding companies, the heads and the management of each company, and then say something happens, bankruptcy at that level, an alert will be generated. All this is possible depending on how much data is available in the market and to the company. The more data, the better and more efficient the results. Here's an example on one of our markets we're working now that has been very, very valuable in improving the fraud score. And this is an example of text mining from a claim form in a local language just by picking up 3 words. It's so important to really review all of the information that comes into your company. But what's in the future? In the last year, we have a partnership with iOvation. Now, I know that some of you know of iOvation. iOvation allows us to really know what device is being used, say like in an online channel, to really send or apply for a claim, for example. We're able to see, has anyone seen this device before? Has anyone had a bad experience? Have anomalies been found? But this device has been given a unique identification number. So in most of these cases, these fraudulent activities are coming from the same system. And this is why we have partnered with this firm, because you're able to pick up fraud rings just by the unique identification number of this computer that's being used. This is one example that we have listed, a real example in the London market. But this is the future. So in summary, for our firms here, small or large, we have to measure effectiveness, we have to review data quality, we have to have full integration throughout insurance processes, we have to use predictive modeling in underwriting, and we have to have a real-time network detection to social network to be able to really find patterns. We have to combine data from different sources and use proactive alerts, and to power and have incorporating unstructured data with text mining. It's so important that we're missing all of this. Yeah? We have to use intelligence to make our claim processes straight through, save us time, save us money, and improve our competitive standing, and improve our profitability. And now I have a short movie